Hello everyone. In today's video, we will answer one of the most burning questions about the Yellowstone universe as of now. Which Dutton will be the one to survive to enable the family legacy to be transferred through the upcoming generations? We all have an idea about the Dutton family tree, but as the Yellowstone universe expands, the tree expands as well. So there is a need for an update on our already existing knowledge about who the ancestors of the current-day Duttons are. The fact that 1923 added so many more characters to the universe and witnessed the killing of some of the ones that we least expect has changed so many things about our predictions about who will survive. So without further ado, let's dive into all the evidence we have in our hands and see which of the Duttons are likely to end 1923 in a healthy shape and form. The first death in the Dutton family tree came with Claire and her daughter Mary Abel's death in 1883. Since we didn't spend much time with them and they were already not likable characters, their death didn't create an overwhelming emotional response from us, but it was a good signifier that death is a very visible part of the Duttons and we were to witness many of them. At the end of 1883, perhaps the most significant death of the Duttons have taken place, with Elsa dying at the hands of his father over the top of Montana's mountains. Since she died there, the family decided to settle down in that exact location, and by doing this laid down the foundations of the Yellowstone Ranch. So Elsa's death changed the family trajectory completely and determined the next 7 generations' destiny as Montana ranchers. One thing was clear though, Elsa wasn't going to be the one who was the ancestor of the Duttons. Then we reached 1923. The show was telling the story of 40 years aftermath of Elsa's death. So through the first couple of episodes, we got to know our main characters and figured out that Elsa had 2 brothers, one of whom was leading the ranch with his uncle Jacob. The other brother, Spencer, was in Africa. The one on the ranch, John Dutton Sr., had a son, Jack, who was about to get married to a woman named Elizabeth. Now, all these names were somewhat familiar to us already as we have already studied the Dutton family tree. However, the way 1923 progresses made us question whether the family tree we know is a true representation of the facts or not. Could it be possible that the current family tree is manipulating us? Because in the current family tree, we don't have a death date for John Dutton Sr. That date is determined by 1923 later on, meaning that there can be some updates on it. The family tree suggests that Jack will marry Elizabeth and the couple will have John Dutton II as a child, who will be the father of our current-day John Dutton in the Yellowstone TV show. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but we can't help but question what will happen to Spencer. In the current family tree, Alexandra isn't included as the wife of Spencer, which is again suggesting that an update is a must. If there would be no updates, we can conclude that Spencer will truly die at the end of 1923, possibly during his fight against Banner, and thus Jack will be the one who carries the family name. As Spencer fans, we're not very much fond of this idea. Thus, we believe that this might purely be a manipulation and the show's trajectory might in fact change the current Dutton family lineage. Still, we have to admit that the stronger possibility is the fact that Jack will be the one who survives at the end of 1923, and he will be the grandfather of John Dutton III. Now you may ask, why not let them both live? Why do both Jack and Spencer cannot live and let the Dutton family grow through their seeds? Well, thanks to Elsa's narration at the beginning of 1923, we know that only one of the Dutton men will survive. Even though the Yellowstone universe doesn't hesitate to manipulate its audience, it never lies, and therefore we know for sure that Elsa is right. Since there is also a current fight with a local rancher named Banner, it's not much difficult to predict how all the Dutton men will die at the end of the series, except for one. Although our heart is rooting for Spencer to survive, it's more likely for Jack to take the Dutton name upon his shoulders. In other words, Jack will be the only Dutton who survives. What are your thoughts on Jack and Spencer Dutton? Who are you rooting for to survive? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.